my name is Macarena, and today you're going to learn how to make an agua de sandía. This is a non-alcoholic beverage made from seasonal fruits, and the seasonal fruit that we're going to learn today is watermelon. That's what we're going to make. I'm going to teach you how to make the watermelon water, as we say in English. It's all natural and it's homemade. So the simple ingredients that you need in order to make that happen, it's actually one of my favorite drinks, is a strainer, watermelon of course, and what you do with the watermelon is you take it out of the rind, you literally cut it, and you pour it in a blender, so you will need a blender of any kind, and what you normally do is put half of whatever you want, so it's kind of like half and half water, half watermelon, so you're kind of doing a half and half thing there. And then sugar, you also need some sugar, and you also need your container, whatever you're going to pour it in, so it's really up to you. And ice is optional, and let me take out my ice out of the fridge, so it's kind of ready to go. As you can see, it's just literally any ice cube, however you want it, a pitcher, for depending on what your favorite beverage is or where you want to place it. Now again, this is non-alcoholic, so if you choose to add alcohol, you can when you're done. But we typically at my house, we're a very traditional Mexican home, and so we literally just have it with a meal or dinner. But I've kind of done the work, most of the work already. So I'm going to pour some water in here and I'll show you how I do that. Alright, by doing that you can tell that kind of half of water have kind of come up. I've had like 4 ounces of water and about 4 ounces of watermelon, and it depends on how much you want to make. You can make lots of it, you can make the entire watermelon, half of watermelon. I just chose to use 3 rinds of like a quarter of a watermelon, medium-sized watermelon, okay? And so I just literally put the water, I put the lid on the blender, and we're ready to go. Now we're going to start blending this. It shouldn't take me long. I usually blend for about 30 to 45 seconds. It depends on your preference. I like mine super smooth, which is not the consistency of being pretty smooth. I don't like the thickness or taste the rind of, or taste the inside of the watermelon. But everyone's preference. Some people like it, some people don't. I typically do not. So I let it go for a little while. And here we go. Oh, if I can connect it, I will. Very simple, very quick. This does not take long at all. A lot of people think that aguas or any type of water fruit takes a long time to make. There are some that are, like the agua de horchata, as we call it, which is cinnamon water. But I love the watermelon of my agua de sandía because it's very simple. And I love cantaloupe. You can do this as well with cantaloupe if you like. You can do it with pretty much any fruit, but traditionally, us Latinos or Mexicans typically love our agua de sandía. So I'm just straining this, as you can see, and there'll still be some chunky pieces in there, and all I'm going to do is just kind of make sure it's all drained, and that I don't have a lot of the pieces of watermelon, so you'll see them here, which is what you want. You don't want all of that. Now, I do like sometimes a little, very little pieces of watermelon just to kind of give the authentic look of the agua de sandía, but a very little. I don't like the flavor that it holds because sometimes it can be a little bitter. Right, so we trash that, put that in the sink, wash it out, rinse it. The next thing I do is, since I did strain it already, I will move it to a very pretty place, and I strain it underneath that, and I put the water, put the agua de sandía or watermelon water, literally, in my very pretty container. And one of my secrets to the best water ever is, I've already measured this. I pre-measured this. Is about a cup. I know that my watermelon is super sweet right now because it is in season. So I don't need to add a lot of water, a lot of sugar. I may do about half a cup of sugar, and then I kind of check it and test for taste. But one of my favorite secrets to agua de melon, or the best agua, is literally waiting till the sugar is gone from the bottom, and you taste it, and you get to taste again, which is usually pretty fun. Just kind of make sure all the water's, the sugar's absorbed, and then it's like my ice is too frozen, and then you can also pour in your ice. I love tons of ice in my agua because what it tends to do is melt down. So if it's too sweet, that's one of the secrets, that if it's too sweet, it will tend to melt. Give it a little while, and you have to stir lots, and it just kind of ends up just tasting better. The longer it is in the fridge, now you don't want it in there for 2 or 3 weeks. Definitely good enough for a couple of days, and that's about it. But let me tell you, it's the simplest, fastest way to make agua de sandía. And I hope you enjoyed watermelon water. And like I said, you can enjoy in the summer weather that's coming up. And if you have any questions, let me know. But again, my name is Macarena, and thank you for joining me on learning how to make agua de sandía. Enjoy.